So let's address the big pink elephant in the room. Let's talk about a mastectomy. Now, going through chemotherapy is not a one-size-fits-all situation. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's breast issues may be different, may be similar to mine, but this is for somebody that really needs to hear it, somebody that is going through the challenges of trying to decide if a mastectomy is the best thing or the best treatment for you at this time. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shanona Ray, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Don't forget to hit like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please leave me a comment and let me know some of the issues that you're going through on this journey. This channel is based on real, raw information to help you get through any challenges that you may be going through with breast cancer. So let me tell you a little story about my mastectomy journey. This may help you. I was diagnosed with stage 3 HER2 positive breast cancer in my right breast. Scariest call I ever got in my life, y'all. Scariest call you will ever get in your life is you have breast cancer. Already had to deal with those issues. Let's get down to business. So once I was diagnosed with HER2 positive breast cancer in my right breast, stage 3, I was baffled, dumbfounded, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to start, didn't know where to go, didn't have an idea what was going on. But let me tell you the first thing I did. The first thing that I did when I found out that I was HER2 positive is I went to my doctor and I got all the information that I needed about HER2 positive breast cancer. I needed to know all the ins and outs. I needed to know what the treatment was going to be like for the cancer. I needed to know how long I was going to be infused. I needed to meet with the chemotherapy team, the nurses, the doctors, the staff. Listen, people, this is your fight. Show up and advocate for yourself. If you are having or have decided to have a double mastectomy, it's so important that you get all of the information. A mastectomy period is a serious surgery. A mastectomy is where you have either one or both breasts removed to remove all of the infected breast cancer tissue, all of the cancer is removed, all of the lymph nodes, all of the nasty gooky stuff that's going on inside of your body. Basically, they take that out. They remove it. Now, dealing with a mastectomy is a hard pill to swallow. Let me tell you, after you have had the scare of your life, the phone call that says you have breast cancer, now you have a whole nother issue that you have to worry about. And besides chemotherapy in itself is a doozy. I have to explain about chemo. That's a whole nother video that's coming up. But a mastectomy is life-changing, especially for women. And here's why. Women, we define ourselves by our breasts, our hair, our looks, surface level stuff, really. But having a mastectomy, you feel like you've lost a part of yourself, like something is being taken away from you. Having your breast removed is a serious issue. Like, you can look in the mirror every day and tell yourself that you are absolutely beautiful. And I truly advise it. And sometimes it's going to feel like you're lying to yourself. But just keep telling yourself you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are a blessing, and you are going to be an inspirational to others. Listen, mastectomies are hard. It's hard. They take you through the process of removing your breast. Now, at what stage you have your mastectomy is completely contingent upon your doctor and what he describes for you for your chemo plan. So I don't know if you'll have your mastectomy before chemo or after chemo, but this is just a brief synopsis. So let's keep going. So having a double mastectomy, for me, I opted to have both breasts removed. And here's why. Being diagnosed with HER2 positive breast cancer is no joke. First and foremost, there was no history of breast cancer in my family. No one that I knew in my family had breast cancer. Yes, there was a history of lung cancer. Yes, there was a history of prostate cancer. My family were heavy smokers and drinkers back in the day. Yes, cancer was there, but there was no history that we know of breast cancer. So now let's move forward. Double mastectomy. It's not no joke. The surgery, of course, you are completely sedated. You're under, you don't know what's going on. The doctors are working to make sure that you have a clean bill of health. That is their job. They're doing the best that they can. They're working nonstop to make sure that they get all of the cancer, remove all of the cancerous cells, all of the tissues, lymph nodes, nerves, whatever they need to do to make sure that they remove every single drop of cancer out your body. That's the blessing, number one. Number two, if you are having a double mastectomy, this is just my experience. I had what's called nerve blocks. I felt no pain, none, no pain in my breast, no pain in my breast area. I did feel a little bit discomfort, and here's why. I felt a little bit discomfort because I had opted to have implants placed in. Yes, I still wanted to have my femininity, and the choice is yours. Ladies, you have the option. You don't have to go flat. And yes, there are a whole lot of studies out here suggesting that implants are dangerous, they leak, they burst. However, there are also a lot of studies out here that say implants can be completely safe. Don't let that fear scare you. Now, back to my discomfort. The only discomfort that I had was from the tissue expanders that I had in place. Tissue expanders is like an empty implant, so to speak. And after you have your double mastectomy, they go in and they put in these tissue expanders, and that's just to completely keep the tissue expanded. It's exactly what it says it is, a tissue expander. It keeps the tissue expanded until it's time for you to have the implants put in place. So yes, the tissue expanders are very uncomfortable. Not too bad. They give you medication that you can take for the discomfort. But for the most part, it just feels like something digging in your rib cage. Yeah, it can be completely annoying. But let me tell you, it's worth it. It is so much worth it. If you opt to have breast implants after your double mastectomy, there is nothing to be afraid of. You made it this far. You've got this far on your journey. If you have gotten to the point where you have got the clear bill of health, you got the green light to keep going. If you have had that double mastectomy, if you have decided to do the tissue expanders and get breast implants because you want to feel like the woman that you know you are, I suggest that you do it. Go straight into it. Just all green lights. Just give it a shot. It worked for me, people. I can't express the gratitude and how happy that I did not opt to just go flat. When I looked in the mirror after I had my mastectomy, what I saw, I was not happy with. Y'all, I spent many a days looking in that mirror and crying. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel your feelings. Look in that mirror and acknowledge every day what you see. Cry every single time you need to cry. Don't suppress those feelings. Don't hold those feelings in. Crying is a release that you need, especially on this breast cancer journey. You need to cry. You need to let it out. You need to be so comfortable with the person that you are becoming, because the person that you are becoming on the other side after having breast cancer and having that mastectomy is a freaking warrior. Your scars tell a story. Your scars tell a story. It tell your story. It tell your story on how resilient you are, how you never gave up, how you kept going, how you kept fighting. regardless of what the doctor said, regardless of what the challenge is, regardless of any pain, the chemotherapy that made you nauseous, and chemo will make you nauseous. It'll make you sick too. Regardless of all of that, you opted for the mastectomy. You made your choice. You chose your choice. You decided that you wanted to still have some feminine aspects of yourself, and that's okay if you don't. That's okay if you don't want to get breast implants. It's okay if you don't want to get the tissue expanders. I'm not saying that it is a right or wrong answer. What I am trying to express to you is that you have the option. Even if, let's just play even if you opt for the double mastectomy, you get the tissue expanders, you get your implants in, you still have a choice. You still have a choice of the matter. If you don't like the implants, if you are not comfortable with the implants, you can always go back and have them removed. A double mastectomy, people, is not as scary as you think it is. Yes, it can be a little different from what you're used to seeing in the morning and what you're used to seeing in the mirror. You used to going in that bathroom and seeing your breast and seeing, your own femininity and looking in the mirror and being happy at what you see. Or maybe you weren't happy with what you see. But a double mastectomy changes the game. It changes the game because it gives you a better opportunity of survival. Them breasts is gone, honey. That drama is gone, honey. That chemotherapy went in there and did what it needed to do. And that surgeon went in there and did what he or she needed to do to give you a clean bill of health. Now let's keep moving forward. Breast cancer happens to people. More and more people are being diagnosed. More and more people are having breast cancer knock at their door as a wake-up call. A mastectomy is not the end-all be-all, people. It's a choice. It's an option. It's an option for a second chance at life. It's an option to have a do-over. It's an option to see yourself in a different light. Those scars that you get from your mastectomy don't even compare to the new beautiful life that you're about to live. A mastectomy is scary. Yes, y'all, it's scary. But it is so worth it. Talk to your doctor. Maybe you don't have to have a double mastectomy. Maybe you only need to have one breast removed, and that's okay too. But know your options. Know what you're up against. Ask your doctor. Communicate with your doctor. Be clear about the consequences or what could happen if you only have one breast removed, the side effect of having two. Be clear and concise when you're communicating with your doctor about a mastectomy, people. It's not nothing to play with, but you have choices. And my own personal choice was a double mastectomy. It saved my life. I used to wake up fearing death, and that's going to happen. You're going to go through the fear of death with breast cancer. Yes, you are. But having the double mastectomy gave me a sense of relief that I can't even put a finger on it, like a surmountable amount of relief, knowing that the breast with the cancer was gone and that there was a slim chance, slim to none, that the other breast would get infected. This is just some information. Please share this video with somebody that you know is going through breast cancer right now. Somebody that needs to hear this message right now. A mastectomy is an option. A mastectomy is going to remove certain things from your life, your breast. A mastectomy is going to remove your confidence. A mastectomy is going to shake you up a little bit. It's going to make you feel like you lost your womanhood. However, embrace all of that. Embrace it all. Look in the mirror and look at your scars and know that you are beautiful. You can regain your confidence. You are the woman that you are destined to be, and it does not matter if you have breasts or if you don't. Embrace them scars, because them scars tell a story of how you whooped breast cancer's behind and won. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Namaste.